Hello everyone, my name is Dietrich and I'm part of the MBCUE Board of Directors, and I want to share a really fun tool with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce the tool with you first, and then I'll talk about some applications. So the tool that we're going to be talking about is a website called Suno. Now what Suno does is it allows you to create songs either with vocals or instrumental by using AI. So you can either create songs with just a prompt, or you can actually type in lyrics and make a song that way. So let's start off with the first part that I mentioned. So what we're going to do is when you go to suno.com, you get to this website, I'm going to click on create. And normally it actually kind of pops up like this, like just a little tab on the top where it says custom, but a lot of times when you go here for the first time, it'll say song description. And in this box, you type in a prompt or a general idea or a theme for a song. So something here we might say, create a song about Darth Vader teaching a classroom of middle school students. I'm going to say this is upbeat hip hop. And then I click on create. So what this will typically do as well is it'll make two versions of the song. So it's going to make a single or one version of the lyrics, but it's going to come up with two different songs that sounds ever so slightly different. So if you notice here, it does say, it even has a little picture of Vader in there, but Dark Side School, but it has two. I'm going to click on one of them and this is what it sounds like. And they have the lyrics in the middle.
Darth Vader's school bell rings loud and clear. Students scramble over desk and chair. His cape billows as he strides with pride. In this class he'll be your guide. Mask on tight, his voice a deep roar. He's got lessons you can't ignore. PowerPoint slides all starry black. Teaching math with the rebels knack. Lightsabers out, not guns today.
So that's the song. So that's the first part. The first part is being able to create a song with just a really quick prompt. The second way to create a song is if you click on this button that says custom. So I click on that and now you actually have a little bit more option in terms of what you can do or how much you're able to add. So this first box that says write with Suno, you can either just type in your own lyrics, and if you notice there is a 3,000 character count, or you can get a little help. You can either get help with a full song, in which case it's almost like a chat GPT version here where you can kind of come up with some ideas, or you can go line by line. You can enter a title, enter a line, and then it'll generate some ideas as well from here. In the second box, you can include the style of music, enter a title, and then also create. So before we get into this, because this actually is a really good transition into some of the uses, what I would like to do is talk about how I would use this maybe from a classroom standpoint as a teacher. What I've actually done is I've actually gone into an ELD class where we had an activity where I would actually show kids what the format or what the building blocks of a song look like. We looked at, what does the introduction look like? What does a verse look like? What does a bridge look like? And the kids came up with their own ideas. They worked in like groups of 2 or 3, sometimes 4. And then they actually would sit down and they would write maybe just a couple lines. And then what I would be able to do is take their lines and actually copy and paste them into this box, into this website. And they actually got to hear a really cool musical version of the lyrics that they created. They would actually give me what genre the music was. So whether it was hip hop or rap or country, they actually gave those to me. And then we let Suno take on the rest. Another really cool application of this is I went to the Spring CUE, for example, or not Spring CUE, the Fall CUE conference. And what I was able to do is just kind of on the fly, right before my session was starting, is I was having a song playing in the background, and what I was able to do is under custom, I would say, I'm at the Fall CUE conference. It's an EdTech conference, and make it an upbeat song. And so I actually had a song that actually mentioned the Fall CUE conference, within the lyrics, and I actually had that playing as people were coming in. So that was really neat. And the last thing that I'll mention, which would be really neat for this in terms of application, is under custom, what you can do is maybe, for example, bring in ChatGPT, right? And perhaps you can actually do this on the full song portion, but I'm just going to do it with ChatGPT. I'm going to say something like, create a song using no more than 3,000 characters about slope and unit rate for a 7th grade math class. So then what I would do is essentially just take the lyrics that I have here and then put it into Suno. And while this is kind of loading up, one of the things that one of our other teachers has actually done is created like a personalized song about themselves and their class for their SDC class. And almost like every single day they had a new song to greet the day. And so the kids had like this really shocked look on their faces when they were hearing the lyrics of the song, because it was very much tied into, you know, the details of the class and what they're learning that day. And it's kind of a neat way to get the kids, you know, excited before the lesson starts. So here's our song. This is slope and unit rate. So what actually I'm able to do is just kind of take this whole thing. There we go. I'm just going to take from verse all the way down to the outro. I'm going to copy that. And then in here in this box for the lyrics, I'm going to paste it. And then if you notice, I'm using slightly over 1,100 out of the 3,000 characters. For this one, I'm just going to say, let's make it an upbeat hip-hop country, or hip-hop, not hip-hop country, hip-hop song. And we'll call this 7th grade math song. I'm going to hit create. So again, it makes 2 versions of the song. So it uses the same lyrics, but it's just an ever so slightly modified melodic version or difference. So I'm going to click on this first one. Let's see what this sounds like.
If you're climbing up a hill, that's a positive ride. If you're going down fast, it's a negative slide. Flat like a table, that slope is 0. Vertical line undefined, no hero. Rise over run, that's a game we play. Change your y over x every single day. Look at the graph, check the rate. Find the slope, don't hesitate. Slope is the rise, over the run. Divide it out and now we're done.
So you got a custom song for a math class, and maybe for math class, and that's the subject that I taught, maybe it's not so fun, you want to make it a little bit more fun. This is kind of a cool way to do that. But this website, if you want to check it out, it's called Suno. It does, you don't have to log in, but I really do suggest that you register and log in, because then you can actually save to your library. There's another site that's very similar to it. I won't get into it right now, but it's called Refusion. And it does something very similar as well. I think there's another site that also creates music, but this is like another up and coming website as well. So you can, check out both of them if you like. One of the neat things actually about Suno is I do have the mobile app for iPhone, and one of the things that you can do on the website version, you can upload lyrics. You can do it that way, other than doing this. But one of the neat ways or neat things that you can do is on the mobile app, you can actually take a picture. You can't really do it on here, right? So on your phone, you can actually open up the mobile app on Suno, take a picture, or even upload a video, right? And it'll make a song based on the picture or the video that you upload to it. So that's kind of really neat. So let's say that maybe we're at a game, a basketball game or something like that, and you upload a video, it'll actually make a song about what it's singing. So go ahead and check it out if you have the time. It's really fun, and it's called Suno.com. Thanks for checking it out.